morning. We have been getting so much snow. We got our first round, I think, 4 or so days ago. We got like 18 inches. And then apparently we're supposed to get another 12 today, and it's supposed to snow like 2 more times next week. Thankfully, I'm set on groceries and all of that stuff. So I'm taking this as an opportunity to rest and have a very chill day. I have a love-hate relationship with chores. The hardest part for me is always getting started. I think I've mentioned this in a past video. I just set a timer for an hour and I say, okay, I'm gonna work hard for the next hour and knock everything that I need to out. And then I feel really good about having a clean house again, not having things in the back of my mind that are nagging me, which gives me more time to read. Right now though, it's time for lunch. I had this vision of like a creamy white bean fennel soup with dill. So it's like cozy and hearty, but kind of fresh with like more spring flavor. And clearly the universe is telling me it's not spring yet. And girl, you need to keep dreaming. But it is delicious. It took me 3 tries. I think I finally nailed it. It'll be coming to the blog soon if it's not already up there. But I'm gonna have this for lunch. And then to bulk it up a little bit more, I'm just gonna add some spinach to it. In the meantime, while my lunch heats up, I'm gonna do some dinner prep. I have been obsessed with this cookbook lately. It's by Hannah Che. It's the Vegan Chinese Kitchen. I actually met up with her once. She lives in Portland. She's really awesome. This cookbook is so well researched, super authentic. She went to a culinary school in China while she was working on this. And I've just been finding it so interesting to sort of dive deeper into Chinese culture and make some of these recipes that you don't really see. Some of them you do see at, you know, like the more Americanized Chinese restaurants that serve more fusion dishes, but some of them are more traditional. Today I'm making something that's very popular, but I'm so excited about it. We're making these gorgeous scallion pancakes. I did not realize how much of a labor of love this was. You have to make the dough the day before, or at least in her recipe you do. Apparently it like dramatically changes the texture. And she recommends using a scallion oil paste instead of just like an oil, so it doesn't seep out of the pancake. So I'm gonna work on that and make that now. So when I'm making my other recipes for dinner, I've bookmarked like a bunch in here. It'll just be easier. Flour and salt in my bowl right now. Obviously we're adding our scallions, some ground Szechuan peppercorn. The other great thing about this recipe is that it gets topped with homemade croutons. They just absorb the broth. They're like partially crunchy. They have tons of flavor. It's honestly so delicious. I've really been enjoying cooking for like pure joy on the weekends instead of having to test or think about something for work. I'm making 3 recipes from the book tonight. Let me show you. Obviously we're making these scallion pancakes. I mentioned that earlier. And then I'm also going to make a congee, which I've actually never had before. She has a recipe for plain congee, but I'm gonna be making the mushroom, oh, that's not it. The mushroom variation, which I'm excited about. And then I'm also very curious about this red bean soup. It sounds really interesting, and I love beans, and I actually had some azuki beans in my pantry that I hadn't used yet. All these recipes make enough that I should have leftovers, which will be great for easy lunches throughout the week as well. Adding my rinsed rice to the water for the this is for the congee. And this mushroom variation also utilizes these dried tofu sticks, like leftovers from the bottom of a package, which I thought was really cool. So you add those too. And then over here, I'm boiling my adzuki beans for the soup. I made entirely too much food, but I'm excited to devour this. Here is the mushroom congee, and I topped it with some crispy tofu, chili oil, and sesame seeds. And then I got the pancake and some extras. I just want to try it plain before I dip it into anything. Very good. Well, crisp exterior, tons of layers, great flavor. Not in focus. The cookbook said I could freeze the rest of them, so those will be a lot easier to make like later in life. The layers though, man. The congee. It's like creamy, super cozy. I made way too much food, but it all tasted delicious, and I have lots of leftovers. I also just spent forever cleaning the kitchen because I made like a million dishes. And I've been watching New Amsterdam on Netflix, and I just want to say, do not recommend, okay? The first season was really good, and I was into the show, and every season has gotten worse, and they killed off literally like my favorite character. And now I'm just watching because there's one season left and I've already committed to the bit. Okay, I gotta see through. The riveting things that I talk about in my vlogs, you know? Honestly, I feel like work has been taking up a lot of my mental headspace. And so when I'm not working, I just wanna be relaxing on the weekend and reading or doing something a little more chill. And you know, I think that's okay sometimes. It's okay to go through seasons of life where you're more of a homebody or like all the time like me. I'm really happy with how today went. It felt like a nice rest and reset, and I'm gonna go to bed pretty relatively early and get a fresh start to the week. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you're taking care of yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Bye.